Maka here with Soul.
Sup?
And Connor is here as well. And Ragnarok. Hi.
Yeah, hey, I'm forced to be here because I'm part of this little twit.
You don't even... Anyway, we'll answer the next episode, which we have Carnage vs. Lucy from... How do you pronounce?
Elven Lied, it's German.
Oh, thank you.
I'm going to mention that this battle is age restricted, but you're gonna have to just deal with that.
Oh.
Well, I saw Luke say about earlier. Same here.
Maybe get started?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Have fun.
If my ex-wife has
murder
anything, it's that there's no real limit to crazy.
Like Carnage, Marvel's dangerously insane psychopath.
Or Lucy, the messed up murder lady from Elfen Lied.
Elfen Lied.
Yeah.
It's German.
See?
Yeah, whatever.
Ah.
Whiz and I'm boomstick.
Yeah, why am I gonna speak German? I don't have time for it.
To find out who
You
would
have
win
no time.
a death battle.
Alright, so let's see this.
Cletus Cassidy didn't have
Cletus
the chance
Cassidy.
to be a well-adjusted adult because his entire family was already crazy. While Cletus was just a boy,
So, yeah.
his father got sent to jail for killing his mother.
Yeah,
Which he
convicted
did
for
because
11.
she had tried to
Also
kill
be
Cletus.
Carnage
Which she
symbiote?
did
Yep.
because Cletus had tortured and killed her dog Fifi.
Well, go Miss Cassidy. All dog murderers
Oh
deserve
my
death. Even if
God,
they're hate.
you killed a
Right, Jack
dog.
Spaniels? Good boy.
Okay.
Oh, and
We murder a lot of my animals, that's
too.
all.
Yeah, she's kind of a bitch.
He didn't stop there and wound up burning down his own orphanage. Years later, he was finally arrested and convicted for 11 murders.
You mean the 11 murders they knew about?
But while in prison,
Okay,
Cletus
then,
found that he wasn't alone. In fact, his cellmate just so happened to be Eddie Brock.
Who you may know is that
Oh,
creepy
Venom.
black ink called
Oh,
Venom.
yeah.
That ink is actually a symbiotic
Well,
alien
Conan,
known
you
as
might
a
want to
Photon.
think about
This
Venom in a
symbiote
bit.
bonded with Eddie,
Why?
transforming him into a
So,
powerful and violent
Enjoy
rival
his
for
metal
their friendly
thrash
fight.
metal music.
But what
Why
he didn't
not?
know
Action
was-
one. Yeah, that's
was
unnecessary.
Oh,
get it.
time to go out for cigarettes, Eddie.
Well, symbiotes actually reproduce asexually. When Eddie became Venom once again, the symbiote sort of oozed out its spawn and left it there.
Just like
So just
me and
left
my
it
dad.
down. What the
Our
hell?
new symbiote
What
immediately
is
attached
down?
itself
Go
to Cletus,
now.
but unlike the Venom one,
It's
it merged
missing.
through a cut on his skin, creating this suit made out of blood.
Oh.
Ew. That doesn't seem sanitary.
And together they became
Carnage.
A fitting name for a psycho mass murderer. Cletus and his new symbiote quickly got up to what they knew best, creating maximum carnage. For that game,
That's his
it
name.
was great.
and with his
Never heard
new
that
superpowers,
game.
he was a vicious
I
force to be
don't
reckoned with.
play
He
it
has
so
the same
much.
superhuman strength,
Nope,
speed,
never
and
played it.
durability as Venom, and supposedly even greater, like a Venom 2.0.
He can shapeshift to make all sorts of killer weapons, like axes, swords, and spikes. He can even rip
Yes.
those weapons off himself or launch them at his victims. Have you ever tried ripping your fingers off and throwing them at people? Because that's just kind of what Carnage
And
does.
blow
The
things like
symbiote
that.
can also reach out with dozens of chaotic, blood-soaked tendrils, perfect for strangling the people he doesn't want to see anymore. With a single touch,
yes.
Carnage can infect a person with a portion of his symbiote, controlling or torturing them at his leisure. He has unbelievable regeneration, and even if somebody
It's gonna be
finds a way
hard
to
to
disable
kill
his
him.
suit, the Carnage symbiote lives inside his bloodstream and can come back out through something as meager as a paper cut.
Also, the symbiote literally sees
Yes.
everything around it. It's kind of like wearing a suit made of eyeballs.
But let's say you're able to dodge his projectiles, outrun the tendrils, and get out of sight from the eyeball suit. You're still not safe. He will
Carnage,
catch you
never
because he
safe.
can sprout wings and fly.
What the
Of
hell?
course he
Since when?
can.
Since realizing that
Why
shapeshifting
would
is a
he
really,
be?
really useful ability.
So he's able to fly. He's totally aware of everything.
There's a
around
shit.
him, and
He's got a shear in his head. Just.
That's the one thing you notice? You
Sure,
idiot.
Carnage has
Hey, hey.
times faster than the average man. But that's pretty modest, because Venom has shown he can move fast enough to catch up to a bullet after it's fired. And Carnage is frequently shown to be as fast or even faster than him. This puts Carnage over 1,500
Smaller
miles per
inside
hour,
the gene
over
bomb.
twice the speed of sound.
He's lifted
What's
a
that
50-ton
talking
tank,
about?
and he can overpower Spider-Man. whose best supported strength feat was lifting that giant machine thing that weighed as much as a 1965 locomotive.
Which weighed around 130 tons.
They probably covered that in the
You know
previous
those
stuff,
weird
huh?
tendril things crawling around his body? When he wanted to find a missing journalist in New York, he climbed to the top of the Empire State Building and just stretched them all out over the city.
He found her by this coastline, and this building nearby looks a lot like the consolidated Edison plant between 14th and 15th.
Okay.
That's about 2 miles away.
And as a thank you for saving her, she shot Carnage in the head. Well, fine. Save your own ass next time, lady.
Hey, he was fine. Carnage's durability doesn't come from a sturdy build. Instead, his form is malleable and somewhat fluid. Technically, his human body still exists somewhere in that massive...
technically he's still human.
flesh and
Yeah, he's
writhing
still
tentacles,
technically human,
but
but...
even when he's hit by a train, struck by missiles, or blasted apart by a tritium bomb, he can always just pull himself back together.
So long as there's a piece of him still around. Given the size of that blast, it looks like Carnage survived a blast worth 125 tons of TNT.
Very impressive. Also, he once
that's
smothered
crazy.
and survived a gene bomb designed to wipe out all of humanity except mutants.
He's even survived being ripped in half and thrown into space. Seriously, what kills this guy?
Well, he does share the same weaknesses as other symbiotes, namely extremely loud noises and heat.
Well, until he traded
Oh,
the
yeah.
sound one for a weakness against some Cthulhu-looking magic.
Carnage has been
What
through
the
a
hell?
lot, but with 2 minds as
So
well,
if fire
always
gets him,
back
then
up and
he's
keeps doing
fucked.
what he loves.
Yeah.
Murder, murder, and, you know, more murder.
Just the same.
Yep. Yeah, okay.
Well, now for the reasons I got the 18
There are
plus
some
thing.
mysteries the world holds which
Yeah.
no one is meant to know. Every day, something,
What?
someone
I'm not
comes
sure
ever
if I'm
closer to
ready for
destroying
this.
everything you hold dear. One such secret is the Diclona.
No big deal.
Oh.
They're just a race of crazy people
Dicloni?
who want to infect human beings to make more Dicloni and then wipe out all of humanity.
What?
Oh, look at the cute little horns. They look like kitty ears.
To accomplish this, the Dicloni would have to rely on their queen, Kad, better known
Got it.
as Lucy.
Just
Luckily for
Lucy.
everyone, some important people figured this out and captured her. And now it's time for your only warning.
Kinda.
Right, Lucy's methods,
Not the thing I'm
let's just say
thinking.
they're not for the faint of heart.
And let's also say that those lucky important people were about to get very, very unlucky.
Yeah, this is why that you got 18 plus. It's just murder, 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 murder.
Happening.
To truly understand, let's take a step back.
Okay.
As an infant, Lucy was abandoned by her parents and left alone to suffer a life of constant discrimination.
It was the horns, wasn't it?
Right, even the average kid hates growing up in an orphanage, but it was especially painful for her.
Until she found a stray puppy and decided to take care of it. That adorable
Aw.
little critter and
That's
her became
cute.
best friends. And then the other kids from the orphanage went out and beat it to death and forced her to watch. Well, no shit, she wants to kill everyone. Go ahead, Lucy. Tear up those little bastards.
Oh,
Oh, and none of that.
when it happened.
Whoa. Damn.
This was the first time Lucy unleashed her psychokinetic vectors. As a Diclonius queen,
Vectors?
Lucy is meant to
Oops,
use
that's
these
it.
vectors to infect ordinary human beings with the Diclonius virus.
Oh, but she uses them for so much more.
For simplicity's sake, think of the vectors as invisible arms which can sprout from
Okay.
Lucy's back.
Lucy can use up to 28
Let's think-
vectors
okay,
with a
let's
normal
expand
range of
that.
about 6 to
Yeah.
7 feet. When she gets really serious, her horns grow and the vectors get way longer and stronger.
She can vibrate her vectors at different frequencies, and each level of vibration has different effects.
Kinda like that thing that my ex-wife had on the nightstand
I-
that I thought was one of those crazy
you.
pens.
At low frequencies, her vectors can pass through objects with no effect. At a medium frequency, the vectors become solid, like extendable hands, while still completely invisible. These can be used as shields and lift heavy objects.
Oh
that
man,
helps.
if I had those things, I'd be messing with people all the time. Like tying their shoes from across the room. Also,
You
since
think.
this seems to be a thing in this episode, she can fly.
It's not
Well,
really
not quite
flying,
flying.
She's just lifting herself off the ground. With the third frequency, Lucy turns her vectors into invisible blades. These can cut through people and bend metal.
And with the lens
Oh, yeah, and it
frequency,
hurts.
Lucy gets explosive. No, really. At this level, they
Wait, what?
finally become visible
Thanks,
and can
man.
strike with enough force to detonate. Damn. They don't
Wow,
call this
if
chick
Lucy-
the queen for nothing.
Wow, if Lucy can
Unfortunately,
get
Lucy
ahead,
is
then,
not always in control of what she does. Turns out she has developed several alternate personalities.
Yeah, getting shot in the head can do that to you.
That injury specifically created New, a passive, almost childlike persona which exists as a coping mechanism for Lucy's trauma. As New, Lucy will finally find friends and began forging a path toward hopeless redemption.
Unlike her third personality,
Uh-huh.
the so-called DNA voice, which constantly whispers in her ear that
So-
she's got a job to do. Kill them all, Lucy.
Oh,
or they
the
hurt
missing
her
voice.
puppy.
So there's 3 voices.
She could do it too.
Yeah,
Lucy's
it's
fast
2 of
enough
us,
to block
too.
bullets from a point-blank range. And once, she actually saved herself from a bullet after she had already been shot. As in, while the bullet was traveling between her skin and her heart.
It looks like she's getting shot by an MP5, which fires bullets at nearly 900 miles per hour.
With her body type, the distance between Lucy's skin and heart is less than an inch, probably around 2.4 centimeters.
Okay.
Given the bullet speed and the distance
That's
her
just
vector
all
would have to
about
reach from
it.
her back before the bullet hit her heart, her vector had to move nearly 1,900 miles per hour. That's over twice the speed of sound.
She can throw a pen through a guy's skull. Brutal. And even toss this giant boulder.
Not
Compared
no
to this guy,
it's
Bando, whom we know is 6 feet tall, we can determine the boulder weighs about 75 tons. Her vectors are also tough enough to block a missile from the Air Force. While the exact
Yeah,
model of missile is unspecified,
I'm not sure this
they're
is gonna
large
make
and
it.
likely an air-to-surface type.
I bet
Well,
it's what the Air
we'll
Force is
see.
slamming
It'll probably
for
just get
standoff
anything
land attack
then.
missile built off the back of the Navy's Harpoon missile. In fact, a Harpoon
Survive
was used
Strickland,
against
I mean, we
different
know that.
Amphibious at one point. So this
Killed
thing
over
slammed into her
9,000
vector
people.
at 500 miles
Too bad
per
she
hour
ain't
with a
quite a
1,000-pound
target, 'cause,
explosive
you
yield.
know.
And it
Well,
didn't
we
even phase
could.
her. Even without a vector shield,
Not
she survived a
Russia,
pretty
ain't
nasty
one of them.
explosion herself.
Yeah,
Though it
yeah.
did knock her out.
Impressive, but how about the time she punched through an island? A strike literally compared
What?
to
What?
nuclear
What do we
fusion.
got? You know,
This
bunch of
is a
islands.
100-foot tidal
Oh
wave,
yeah, you were
9.2
around for we
magnitude
was
earthquake.
Jen.
A level so high,
Yeah.
there's only been 4 comparable quakes ever recorded.
Her vectors can be as wide as buildings and reach into outer space. Except that's about when Lucy reaches her limit.
Right. As a Diclonius, Lucy has a few severe weaknesses. Her
Oh.
vectors can be nullified if she's struck in the forehead, or if one of her horns are broken.
Also, if Lucy pushes herself too hard, she starts to melt. Kinda like ice cream out in the
Really
Texas
melts.
sun. It's
That's
not pretty. She's just a
weird.
big puddle of goop with a face, but she's still a total
That's
badass,
weird.
even at her
Yeah,
melting.
weird.
While suffering agonizing pain, she was capable of single-handedly halting a massive military threat, while healing and protecting the person she loved most. Perhaps redemption
Hold
wasn't
on.
so hopeless after all.
Hey, let's watch her kill some
Well,
more
at least
people.
she's got issues.
Yeah, this is gonna hurt. Yeah. Oh my god.
And that's just normal.
All right, the
Yep.
combatants are set. Let's end this debate
So which
once
one?
and for all.
One minute
But
wins.
first, you'd be crazy not to get in on this deal.
You mind
Hey,
explaining?
Luke, explain this. Yeah, I'm skipping the bullet point stuff because, yeah, I'm not gonna have a copyright thing, so let's just get to the back.
Okay. Okay, so
That's just Luke. I think it's new, I think.
looks like
Yeah, looks like it. Also, new always says their own name, new.
there's blood already in there.
Oh. There's Carnage.
Hey, you better get Lucy out of there. Yeah, you better. Oh, there she is.
Oh, the vector's already out. Her.
Die.
The only issue is that Carnage can simply bring himself back, so you'll have to burn him.
Yeah. But the only issue is, can Carnage even get a fucking hit?
No. Yep, he's having a rough time even getting a hit off.
be hard to even get a hit on.
Yeah, it's gonna... Yeah. I don't got high hopes for Carnage.
Me neither. If you can't even get a single hit on Lucy, then there's no way he's gonna. Yeah! In fact, I prefer Lucy to win.
Well, you prefer to win? Maka?
Yeah.
Okay. If I'm
forced to pick.
Oh.
Oh, look, the cut.
Oh, there's one of them.
Yeah.
Still trying to cut him off.
That's not gonna work, though. Here he comes.
Well,
Not even doing it.
what the heck? Bro just won't know when to quit. Lucy's got this in the bag. It's so impossible because she would get a hit on her.
Especially when she can do stuff like that.
Does it hurt yet? Don't worry.
Oh,
I'll put you out of your misery.
Oh.
I think he's fucked.
Yep.
Boom.
Hell yeah. Alright! Fire's the only thing that can really kill Carnage.
And that's why Lucy won the fight, because fire kills Carnage.
Not only
Where's
that,
those
but
kids in the
Carnage
orphanage?
couldn't even get a hit off.
Lucy really hates dog killers, and for good reason.
Carnage was a challenging opponent.
I mean-
It was incredibly difficult for Lucy to deal any lasting damage against him.
Yeah.
He had the durability advantage in the bag, though Lucy fighting as a puddle proved she could take a lot of pain and keep on fighting. Sadly,
Yeah.
Carnage came up short in pretty much everything else.
Right,
I mean,
Carnage was
yeah,
tough, but
Lucy
not
basically had
invincible.
everything
Even
she
his
needed to
surviving
be
against T-Bomb
Carnage.
isn't quite as
How
impressive
how
as
can you
that.
get through all her
Can't deal with the
vectors?
beast,
I
even
think there's like a
though
max of 28 if I recall correctly.
Are you sure, Luke?
I think so. We we're looking this up, Carnage.
Okay, fine, I'll look it up.
Reached into outer space by timing
Yeah.
her accompanying monologue
And remind
the
her,
longest vector's length to the curvature of the
that
Earth.
one?
It's clear she reached over 2,400 miles in 20 seconds max.
Way longer than Carnage's 2-mile feet.
But
All
then,
this means her vectors were moving at least 440,000 miles per hour. More than
That's
500
very
times the
hot
speed of sound,
blast.
and 250 times faster than Carnage.
Good luck getting past that. And this was really the biggest hurdle. With Lucy's
Yeah.
redonkulous speed and Carnage's healing powers,
The only
it all
question
boiled down
was,
to one
who
thing.
could get the killing
Who
blow
could hit the
first?
killing blow first. I mean,
Well,
Carnage
yeah.
respawned from scraps, so the only way to beat him for good was to totally vaporize
yeah.
him.
And Lucy had
And
the
that's
perfect
big.
answer.
And Lucy had the
Remember
easy.
that time she
That's
ate
right,
iron so
she
hard
can blow,
melted
her
the
vectors can
magnetic
punch
earth
so
rate
hard
at
they
100
blow up an
foot wave.
island.
Such a feat would require
Exactly.
an enormous amount of explosive energy.
Yeah.
Approximately
And Lucy has the
31,000
explosive power to
tons of
happen.
TNT, similar to the bomb that hit Hiroshima.
It's literally compared to nuclear fusion in the Elfin Lied manga.
Elfenlied, it's German.
It's lead!
Lead.
The point is, in order to beat Carnage for good, Lucy needed to totally obliterate him, and she could do that.
The
Yeah.
heat produced within the initial
That's
impact
right.
of a nuclear explosion can reach temperatures up to 180,000 degrees Fahrenheit. More than 8
And there's no way Carnage could survive that.
And to top it
Yeah.
off, heat was Carnage's biggest weakness. Even if Lucy's explosive force was just a fraction of this, it would still have been far too much for him.
She just needed to smack him before he could power through her vectors, which chances were pretty
And
slim for
yeah,
that
he could do
happening
that.
anyway, because there's a bunch of them and they're so damn
Both
fast.
could kill each
Hitting
other.
Carnage
But
with a big
Lucy had
explosive
more
punch
offensive
was
and defense
way
options to get the
easier.
hit first.
Cletus and his symbiote
And he
had the
did get
entire
that, and she did get that. Excuse me.
overwhelming
I'm
presence
dumb.
and nuclear strength.
Yeah, you get the idea,
She
so.
dealt the carnage needed for a total victory and took the lead.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
I said it right, Wiz.
You said it correctly!
The winner
Congratulations!
is Lucy.
Or Kaide, I guess, if you want to think of it this way. Not the Danganronpa character.
Ah, okay.
Well, that was a what this, huh?
I might wanna...
Ah, come on, that was great.
Was it really? Kind of a... I don't know.
We all have our own opinion, so deal with that. Fine, I'll let you off this time, small fry.
Thanks. Well, let's see if this gets up.
Well, I'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
Anyway, that's gonna have it for this battle. So thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave.
Fine, I'll go too. Okay. Well, I'll see you next time, so bye, guys.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.